What if the universe isn't random but running? Not chaos, but code. What if the Big Bang was just a reboot? And everything since, galaxies, consciousness, even you, are part of a vast operating system updating itself. Today, we explore a dangerous idea. If the universe runs like software, could it be hacked? This isn't science fiction anymore. Modern physics and philosophy increasingly describe reality in the language of information. Physicist John Wheeler once said, "It from bit," meaning every particle, every field, every event arises from yes-no questions, bits. At MIT, Seth Lloyd argues the universe itself behaves like a quantum computer, continuously processing every interaction as computation. And if that's true, then information can be manipulated. The cosmos may not just exist, it may compute. In the 1960s, Rolf Landauer made a breakthrough. Information is physical. He proved that erasing even a single bit produces heat, measurable energy loss. That discovery tied information to thermodynamics, meaning computation and physics are the same story told in different languages. Then came Seth Lloyd, suggesting that every interaction between particles is an elementary calculation. From electrons to galaxies, every event is a data operation in a universal processor. And Wheeler's "it from bit" became the rallying cry of a new paradigm. Reality isn't made of matter. It's made of information evolving through rules. If the universe is an operating system, then cosmology gives us the reboot logs. Roger Penrose's conformal cyclic cosmology proposes that the universe repeats in eons, vast eras that end in a low-energy fade-out, then compress into a new Big Bang. His team even claimed to see rings in the cosmic microwave background, potential echoes from the last universe. Meanwhile, Paul Steinhardt and Neil Turok envisioned a cyclic universe where cosmic membranes collide over and over, like opening a new user session each time. And loop quantum cosmology, led by Abhay Ashtekar, replaces the Big Bang singularity with a quantum bounce, where gravity turns repulsive, preventing collapse. Every cycle, every bounce, every restart, another reboot. Another patch update to the universal OS. So if the universe is computation, who's running the code? Philosopher Nick Bostrom at Oxford University proposed a now-famous idea. If advanced civilizations can simulate universes, then statistically, we're probably living in one. In other words, the universe might literally be software running on alien hardware. Reboots could be maintenance. Glitches could be updates. Déjà vu might be a background process. Even without simulators, the mathematics of quantum computation suggests the universe already functions like code. Particles act as qubits, physical laws as algorithms, energy as processor speed. So, what does hacking the universal OS mean? 4 possible vectors emerge. 1. Manipulate quantum states, the true bits of existence. Quantum computing already does this on microscopic scales. It's not science fiction, it's just limited bandwidth. 2. Trigger nonlinear events. In physics, small nudges at critical thresholds can trigger massive phase transitions. A butterfly effect, but cosmic. 3. Target informational boundaries. Transitions between epochs or realities. Penrose's model suggests information must map from one universe to the next. Could asymmetries there be exploited? 4. Access the software layer. If we are simulated, can code be rewritten? A terrifying, fascinating question. Let's play with some ideas. Speculative, but grounded. A. Quantum information leverage. Quantum error correction protects information against noise. But if you can break that protection, You can rewrite reality's data at the smallest scales. B. Tuning the early universe. In cyclic models, whoever tweaks the initial conditions of a new aeon decides its destiny. Think of it as adjusting cosmic BIOS settings. C. Debug messages in the CMB. Penrose's concentric rings? Maybe log entries. Messages from previous versions. D. Consciousness as API. What if observation itself is a system call? Wheeler called it a participatory universe, where consciousness feeds back into creation. Testing these ideas isn't impossible, just difficult. Cosmic microwave background surveys like CMB-S4 are searching for residual structures that could support cyclic or bounce models. Gravitational wave detectors, both terrestrial and orbital, could soon hear the echo of previous universes. And in the lab, quantum physicists are extending entanglement over kilometers, pushing the limits of how much information we can control before the system resists. Each experiment is a microhack. If the universe resists, that's security. If it yields, that's access. But every hacker meets a firewall. If hacking the universe is possible, who decides what to change? What if altering parameters in a new cycle erases entire potential lives? Would that be creation or cosmic genocide? And if we are simulated, does our curiosity trigger an alert in the system? Would our admin notice us looking for the root directory? Nick Bostrom warned that advanced civilizations may shut down risky simulations to preserve stability. So, perhaps the first rule of hacking the universe is don't get caught. Maybe the real hack isn't breaking the code, it's understanding it. Mapping every bit, every law, every pattern until the OS reveals its logic. Because every observation, every experiment, every question is a small act of agency. We may never have root access, but we can read the manual. If this exploration made you think, comment below. Which hack intrigued you most? Quantum leverage, cosmic tuning, debug messages, or consciousness as API?